Super Mega Champion was released like 2 or maybe 3 years ago, and it has been going on with, well, not a really good gains of players, but rather just sort of like retention, returning, and slowly increase, but not a drastic increase in players. The game was released around 2 or maybe 3 years ago. I really can't remember. I remember seeing its last ad was 3 years ago, and to anyone who have played the closed beta, they actually get the Red Cape Arthur, which was pretty awesome. So the game started off with a very good inspiration, a very good passion, and it was developed by NetEase. And starting from now, whenever NetEase releases a game, I don't think it has a really good future. Cyber Hunter fails, Eclipse Island fails, Disorder, or anything they release. I don't think I ever want to like cover NetEase content again. They're making this Hyper Front, which is supposed to be some sort of like a Valorant Battle Royale for mobile, so they're basically just copycats. But let me get this straight. Super Mega Champion probably has the potential for the anime or the otaku or the anime community in general to even top Fortnite. It's a mecha game. Mecha lovers would probably love it. So in these videos, I want to talk about what is the state of Super Mega Champion, and I don't think you understand why I no longer find this game fun. Super Mega Champion, after that, last year, I think it was around last year, December 2020, where they announced, or maybe they released the China server, and hoping that the game would do good in China server, which it's just doing okay. It was really disappointing because like everything that is supported from the globals is just funding the China server's growth, and then we're just like getting the same update, except they sometimes have more like subways and stuff like that. Super Mega Champion has nothing but the same thing. You know what I mean? Player gains are okay, retentions are always there to anyone who wants to stay, because right now I feel like NetEase be like, you know what, I don't think there's anyone out there that can top our game or think of this formula, so I don't have to worry about it. I don't know. Cyber Hunter fails, Eclipse Island fails, Disorder fail, I don't know. So basically it's recycled content with just different recolor skin, new battle pass, new pilot, new mecha, and overgain and new ranking skins, and that's just about it. There's really nothing like a new game mode like Nation War or Clan War, or it's a 3 years old game. It's entering its 3rd stage, and there's nothing but Battle Royale and TDM, and they just seems to up. They're terrible at it. They just can't make these two okay. Battle Royale, they mess up the sound, the bug, everything. Oh my god, don't know. TDM, they separate Alpha Knight. There's no reason to separate Alpha Knight and Legendary League. Legendary League and Alpha Knight, just because you're an Alpha Knight, it doesn't determine that you're the best, because Legendary League or Super League can still top those players like that. Next up, PVE. They promised PVE about almost a year ago. No updated progress, no nothing, so I guess they're just... It's never nice to keep people waiting for too long. Like, I have hope. When I cover SMC for the 2nd year, I have hope, and then it started to feel like, I'm just living that routine life with skins, mecha, just for those kind of views. I don't feel fun anymore. It's just different formula. The same formula, but different colors. You know what I mean. So they also promised a Promare collab. I don't know what happened to that. They never talk about it. They go on with Sakugan and then Kizuna Ai, and then they forgot about Promare. Now this is not gonna affect a lot of you, but as a Promare fan, I love it. So they never announced in global, but only in China server they drop it, and I was a bit disappointed. So speaking of collab, no matter what collab SMC do, no matter Kizuna Ai, Hatsune Miku in the future, Gundam, or even, I don't know, like Sakugan, we had Sakugan, it doesn't matter what collab SMC is having. If your marketing skills is shit, it's not gonna save the game, and no matter how good the collab is, it will still fail. They never run ads for the game, they never try to promote the game, they just let global sit there and hoping that it'll do something by itself. Speaking of the next thing we're gonna talk about is cheater and hacker. I think I made several videos about it. Utar made it as well, Divergent made it as well. With over the past few years, like over 2 years already, they can't still find a solution. And I remember when they finally banned Rizuu, which is the reason behind hackers. But how many days did he get banned? I don't think it's even a week. And people who are like get mass report get banned for more than a month. I don't know why. Like they never like bother to look at the videos of the hackers. They're just like, you know what? I'm pretty sure the developers team or the NetEase team that in charge of SMC also plays other games like Genshin Impact. I know, I did my research. So the next thing is that they actually killed the Steam version. I actually wanted the Steam version to grow, but look at the growth right now. It's just in a very terrible state, where the game started off with 2,000 players during the first month, and then followed by a couple of months later. Now the game is sitting only at 500 players, and I don't think it's gonna probably last. It's probably gonna drop to 400, 300, because it's just going down the down scales, and it's very sad. And they could have made it cross-platform, but the way that is thing is so different, because they always think about, you know what, they'll probably buy the new skin because they're on the PC and stuff. And I actually talked to like tournament organizer for SMC before. They said that, you know what, they don't have plans, they don't have tournaments for the PC server. And how am I, like, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. You put the game there, you don't do anything. On the China server, you can actually, the game is actually in one application, one app, one APK, but you can actually go to PC server for mobile players, but PC server cannot go to mobile server. So mobile server players can go to PC servers, but can start over. They could have done that with the original PC server before it ever comes to Steam, but they never choose to do that because, I don't know, it's stupid. They could have done it, but they didn't. That is create Cyber Hunter. Cyber Hunter have cross-platform. Why can't they do that as well? Because of this. Because they want to milk multiple monies. And what happens to Cyber Hunter is that Active Silence is that Disorder is that. Either way, the reason why I go to the first social is because the game is starting fresh. Developers are, you know, coming out to apologize instead of, you know, that is, oh, we're trying our best. Oh, nothing happened. We just try our best. Oh wait, I'm gonna post this picture right here in Facebook, and then saying that I tried my best. But who's in charge? Who's behind? We don't know. And speaking of that, we're gonna talk about tournaments now. So tournaments are also terrible. I think I host one back in a few years ago. Why can't custom VR be available for players and content creators? If you, like I said a few months ago, I said that if you can't keep your community alive, let your community do it for you. Because one time, I remember what they told me is that we actually want these tickets, like custom battle royale tickets, to be like special, so that we can organize, like, you know, official tournament. It's been fucking 3 years, man. It's been 3 years and you never do anything about it. You just, oh wait, we do have official tournament, and I didn't mention it because I felt like it's stupid. So they come to me and say, Zach, oh, actually we want you to organize. Sure, should we set up a live stream? No, we shouldn't set up a live stream. That we should do a recorded stream and then pretend that it's live and post it on Facebook. And I was like, what the fuck? And they also wanted me to edit the video. They also wanted me to come up with thumbnails, editing. And when it's not nice, they send it back to me and ask me to edit again. Now that was Reese. I'm not happy anymore working with them. I don't think I ever want to. Dude, I wasn't even paid to edit those, and they're like, you know what, your benefit is you'll get more subs and we get to organize more tournaments. It's stupid. I don't enjoy it. Before I talk about the community, let's go with anniversary. The anniversary is terrible. Remember the anniversary, we actually had to spend money on the Mila skin, and you have to farm a little bit more, get those tokens, you know, get discounts only discounts, and they only pick a selected person, like 5 or 8 players that can get free crystal. Why can't you give it to every other players? Because that currency, that crystal in the game is just typing for you. Even if you don't give people that doesn't spend money on this game, they will never spend money on this game either way. So why can't you just give them a little bit crystal to be happy about? Why do you just pick a certain people when there's so many people supporting the game? My hatest part of all. Nerf and buff. Nerfs, next week there's gonna be Nerf or buff again, and then Nerf or buff again, Nerf or buff. I don't think I need to state the obvious, but it sucks. Once we get used to the meta, or once we get used to the adjustment, you're like, you know what, we're gonna flip this because we're gonna sell skins. We're gonna sell skins like that hostile, SS hostile, when the SS hostile rerun second time. You're like, you know what, you know, we're just gonna do the cancel animation, remove that after they spend money on the SS skin. Like, shit, man, it's shit. The community, this is a really long talk, but for my community in my channel, when you tell me to make only SMC content, when you tell me to only play SMC, you are telling me to you are limiting my content creator spirits to just stay in SMC with the condition that I mentioned just a few minutes in this video. Do you want me to grow as an individual, or do you, I don't know. Then there's that fight within APH and Majesty in Facebook. I don't even want to be a part of it. Overall, some communities are actually protecting hackers And I don't want to talk about this. I don't know which is it NAC, but I heard about conversation about this, and I don't want to bring it up. But the community is messed up. A bunch of people who watch anime that says that they learned a lot from anime, but they're like doing the wrong thing. And you might hate me for this, but I hate the community. For content creators, Slinker even quit, seeing that this game has potential, but NetEase never bothered to try to do it. It's an okay community. I meet nice friends. I spend money on this game. I don't regret it. I meet nice friends. I meet Lady Ko. I meet, you know, the people on my Discord server. They're really nice and they're really wholesome. But not everyone will understand the phase I'm going through. And I'm actually not mad. I'm just explaining the state of Super Mega Champion. Will it ever survive 2022? Who knows? So my last hope for SMC is a new map, the new big floating island map that I talked about a few days ago. And it's definitely gonna come with a lot of bugs because I can see that they're actually rushing things now. They can't follow up. So this is the state of SMC. It has no growth. For the Steam version, is going down. For the mobile, it's retaining. But for how long, we don't know. So at the end of the day, there is no one's fault. It's just terrible developers, terrible marketing skills, but a very great idea. This game was a really great idea. It could top Fortnite, it could top a lot of Battle Royale. It could have been the Battle Royale for all the anime and otaku community. So thank you all so much for watching. Master Pentagon here, and going on from this channel, you might see me do different things, and if you don't support me, I'm not afraid. Because I have the right people with me. Goodbye.